So, in today's entertainment, I'm headed out to a smaller cell tower site, one I actually helped build. It's not very tall. It's about 200 feet. We just recently here in South Dakota, we had a whole wave of thunderstorms come through. What do they call it? A derecho, something like that. Yeah, it was over 100-mile-an-hour straight line winds for 15-20 minutes. So a lot of things on towers at that wind, they turn, you know. And one of our big panels on the top of our tower, which provides internet, wireless internet to people around here, lost power in the storm. So I don't know if it's a cable, if a chunk of wood hit it, because I mean there's 2x4s stuck in the side of people's houses. That's how serious this was. So I'm hoping something didn't hit it and crack it and let water get in, because these things weigh about 100 pounds. So they're kind of a pain to get to the top of the tower, because we don't use, we use a rope and pulley, pretty much. Where big stuff, we'll borrow some things from some bigger cell phone companies around here to use. But I don't think that's the case. I'm hoping maybe it twisted on the tower a little bit and it pulled the power wire out as it turned. We'll find out. But so yeah, just about to the site here, and I will show you exactly what I'm working with, and hopefully I can see the problem right away, can show you what it is, be kind of entertaining. So, and it's a good view from up there. So yeah, so I'll see you guys at the top. All right, we've made it up here on the tower. We're still having issues. This guy right there, it's going to be the power supply going into this massive MIMO here. Looks like that's still not getting any power on it, but I put a voltmeter up to the wires and we're getting the right voltage. So hopefully it may be a bad power supply on the ground. Kind of surprised that we didn't check that already, but yeah. So I guess we'll see what it is. I'll give you a view, a look around here. There's some damage from the storm there. Blew the roof right off. Just about at the top. Another tower. So we're gonna try that, see how it goes. All right, so it's a different day up here. What we thought was just unplugged here was not. Turns out we actually had to splice ourselves a little new cable in here. Guessing, I don't know if the weight over time split the cable, something like that. But at the bottom is reading 55 volts. And up here is reading 45, so that's way too much voltage drop for these big massive MIMOs to work. And yeah, you can see here we got the light right there. We're good. It's up and running, successful. Well, looks like there's going to be a couple projects in this video here. After the big storm that we had, it actually took down one of our grain bins that we had internet stuff on. So we are building it's going to be about a 95-foot tower, nothing crazy, just going to be a nice little tower. Headed out there right now, put rebar in, going to pour concrete at about 2 o'clock. It's 10:30, so better get moving and see if I can kind of show you the process of how you build it's a self-supporting tower. There's no guide wires, but yeah, so I'll kind of show you how that works. And you know, you got to let the concrete sit for about 2 weeks, because it's going to be a pretty big hole. So you got to let that cure before you put the tower on it and put all the stress on it. So I'll show you what it kind of looks like, how much actually goes into the ground as far as the tower section, how much concrete, stuff like that. And then in a couple weeks we'll bring out a crane and hoist the tower up. So I can kind of show you just the beginning process of building the tower here. And actually, there's our temporary tower. We have a little 60-foot lift that we are currently using as a tower. That little guy right there. That is our current tower that we have. Seemed to work pretty good so far. It's not ideal. If we get any high winds, we got to come out here quick and bring it down. But you know, we got about 30 people on that little section right there, so gotta keep them with internet. People can tend to get a little cranky without internet. Here, want it to that bottom line. All right. One-inch concrete there.
To restrict 9, what their reasoning is for the 9mm so much now all of a sudden.
So it's the next day, headed to another job here, but I didn't get a whole lot of time to record more because I was trying to, you know, get the concrete smoothed out and put into place before it sets, and it's unworkable. So what we ended up doing, we put, it's 1,500 pounds of rebar in there. It was 48 10-foot long pieces of 1-inch rebar in the base. We used mesh concrete, and then it was also 19.5 yards of concrete we fit in that hole. So it's stout. That tower is extremely stout. I mean, it's a self-supporting, so technically it's, you know, it's gotta be. So yeah, it gotta wait about 2 weeks now till we can set the rest. Another 80 foot goes on top, and we'll put the tower together on the ground, and then we'll lift it up with a crane and set it on top that way. And then we'll start moving everything off that the little man lift, which you saw, the little 60-footer, and start putting everything on the tower. And we don't have much put on that tower. It is engineered for, if the tower was fully loaded to its potential, it could take 130 mile an hour wind fully loaded, and we're gonna have, I don't know, 10% of what it's fully capable of. So it could probably take 150 mile an hour wind. That tower is not gonna go anywhere. So yeah, I'll have to give you an update in a couple weeks when we set the tower on, and we'll get a good crane video and maybe a view from the top. It'll look pretty cool.